Last year, trainer Nancy Takter took home Hambletonian glory. Now, Nancy looks to follow in her dad's footsteps by taking back-to-back Hambletonians this year with her star pupil, Karl. Can Nancy do it again? And will Team Takter add another trophy to their case as our Hambletonian contenders continue? Nancy, so nice to catch up with you. It's Hambletonian week.
Yeah, it's back again.
I know, it seems
I
to come
feel like
back.
it comes up really quick every year.
Going back this time last year, Karl was 2. I think we knew we'd be getting ready to go into this Saturday, right?
I did tell you that. I remember coming off the track with him last year, and I told you, Wendy, keep an eye on this guy. He's special. So I guess I was right.
You know, we came out last year, of course, to catch up with Tactical Approach. We had post 10. Now let's talk about how you're feeling. Less stress or more stress with post 10 with Tactical Approach last year, or 6 to 5 with the rail with Karl this year?
Well, there was obviously less pressure last year. I don't think anybody really expected Tactical Approach, you know, like he wasn't on the radar to even be one of the favorites. So I think probably a little less stress there. I mean, obviously, Karl's been very profile horse his entire career, so kind of gotten used to the stress and the pressure there. So really, I think it's kind of about the same for Hambo week, because like for me, I just try to focus on what needs to be done. And
you're excited.
Yeah, of course you're excited. I mean, obviously I'm super excited with Karl. I own a piece of
Karl
Karl too,
exactly.
so that makes it even more exciting.
Now,
and it's such a great group of people that own him, and everybody just loves the horse. So, I mean, it would be fantastic if he can get the job done.
Now, when you talk about Karl being high profile, do you think he knows it? We're here this morning watching him running the field. As soon as he sees that camera, ears are up, he knows the game.
Oh, he for sure knows the game. I mean, if anybody's ever seen him in the winner's circle at the Meadowlands, he could stand there literally all day and be perfectly
like, pictures,
happy
please.
with it. He's like,
get
here
my
I
good
am.
side, right?
He definitely knows that he's a little bit extra.
Now let's go back to the dancer. I'm sure you hate thinking about it and certainly don't like talking about it. I don't know about you, but I wasn't worried.
No, you know, he got a tough race, and, you know, sometimes horses need to be stretched out a little bit, and he got that stretched out, and, you know, great horses, they bounce back from that, and they go forward when they get tired and get stressed out. I mean, he was just tired. He's not a machine, you know, as much as I'd want to think of him as a machine, he's not, and you know, everybody has bad days. You know, I don't always wake up and feel like, yes, let's go conquer the world. So, you know, he just had maybe like a little bit of a down day, and he bounced back from it. So it doesn't concern me.
Certainly bounced back in the elimination, easy.
Yeah, no, he was super good in the elimination. You know, Yannick never pulled his plugs or anything. And it was, I think, you know, I mean, number one task was to make the final. And then, I mean, he was just, I think really like, watching him, I think that's the best he's ever looked.
You know, at the draw yesterday, you weren't able to be there as Lexington has just got you consumed along with doing many other things. Drew the rail.
Yeah, I mean, I actually kind of knew he was going to draw the rail. Like, I had kind of that feeling, and I said to Yannick, I'm like, well, I knew he was going to draw the rail, and Yannick's like, yeah, I knew he was going to draw the rail too, because we had actually talked about it. And I mean, for him, I don't really think the rail's like a negative thing. I know a lot of people kind of, you know, want to look at the rail as being negative, but for him, I don't think it's a problem. He had the rail in the Breeders' Crown elimination last year and in the final, so not a worry.
I think Karl just knows how to do his job, right?
Yeah, I think if he's in a good striking spot, he'll be just fine on
Now,
Saturday.
speaking of Yannick, you and him have won a lot of races together, right? But it's time you guys win this special race on Saturday.
Yeah, well, I got Yannick his first North American Cup, or first America Cup, so maybe we get him his first Hambo too. You know, obviously for Yannick's career, obviously he wants to win the Hambletonian. It's a special race to win, and you know, it would be great. You know, we're good friends, and I mean, Yannick's very close to our entire family. He drove, you know, for my dad in the past and everything. So I think it kind of written in the stars that he should drive one of our horses for the Hambo.
Last year was all about you, you know, cementing your own legacy, of course, following your dad's footsteps. Now, could you continue to do that, to go back to back like your dad did, right? But hey, you said, I got the perfect horse. I have another once in a lifetime horse, but now, of course, this horse called TCI says, not quite, it's not going to be that easy, Nancy.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, it's going to be a tough race. I mean, it's...
And 8 others, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, there's a lot of good horses in the race, and I mean, that's what makes the race special. If it wasn't a tough race to win, it wouldn't be a big deal to do it. So, yeah, you just kind of, I don't know. I don't really think about that kind of stuff. I try to kind of focus on short term.
Yeah, short term.
You know, like I think I need to get through today. Today's training day. We need to get through today. And
your time, we're going to let you go, and for letting me get my steps in today.
All right,
I appreciate it. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.